Oh, we made it. We're barely here.
We didn't quite make it yet because there's still 3 full beers in front of us.
And one's a 9.4% barley wine.
And one's an 8.2.
Yeah. And it's 9:31. When do we start this?
Like
7?
7:30.
7:30. So we're at 2 hours.
It's a lot of beer for 2 hours.
Well, let's dive in.
To it.
So we're going to start with a beer from Surly Brewing. Have you guys all had something from Surly?
Brewing, yep.
Yep, everyone's had something from Surly. They're from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
This is their ginger lager brewed with cayenne fermented on oak. Would you like to read the commercial description?
Very excited about this one. Very excited about this one. Anytime you have ginger and cayenne paired together whether in a
nice lager.
a dish, especially in like a beer or something like that, that's ridiculous. And especially in the lager.
So together we're brewing a lager infused with hot ginger and a touch of cayenne before fermenting on a blend of oak, honeycombs, and hops. This may seem like an odd concept, and let's be honest, it is an odd concept, but the finished beer more than makes up for this seemingly strange combination of flavors. The ginger is bright and crisp, and the cayenne falls just below the heat threshold, and the oak adds a delicate roundness to the finish. This ultra-crisp lager is very balanced and incredibly drinkable, and will be one of the sleeper hits of the beer camp pack.
I'll be the judge of that.
Oh.
You skipped the best part in the parentheses.
Which emphasizes the ginger heat.
Yeah.
I hate Sean.
Yeah, we've been drinking.
So gross.
This is why I drink with him, because it makes him tolerable.
You can see the stuff that's been happening off camera. It's so gross.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, you will have an idea because they didn't realize I was recording.
Unfortunately,
There are some websites that have some ex-girlfriend videos that he's starring in, being ex-girlfriend, me being the boyfriend. Put them online. They're gross.
I'm not even sure where this is going.
Don't worry about it.
Anonymoushogs.com.
Go to anonymous.com and find out.
Color is...
it looks like a Pilsner.
Yeah, it looks like a lager. Chill haze.
Yeah, a little bit chill haze.
A little haze, but...
Very, very slight haze.
It poured originally like super nice with like the head was super compact, but...
Yeah, and you got that nice contrast between like the very, very bright, gold, slight haze, and then you got that super white head, which is just so appealing to see in a beer.
Should we get a nose?
Sure.
Let's get some nose.
Ginger up the ass.
Whoa, yeah, way ginger.
That's like a fresh ginger. That's not like a ginger ale ginger either, you know what I mean? Or like a typical ginger beer.
That's the ginger heat.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can we switch beers already? Let's just skip over this tasting. God damn it. I did not account for the redhead. Catching on to the ginger ale.
Are you getting the cayenne?
I'm just getting ginger. I'm getting
I'm getting a little
beer.
cayenne, but I cook with a lot of cayenne. I constantly smell cayenne. But it's weird. I was always curious, like, where cayenne falls on, like, the Scoville scale, you know what I mean, as far as heat goes.
I think it's about
I
2,000.
think it's pretty low. But cayenne's like a pretty complex flavor to begin with anyways. You know, it's not like, chipotle, like chili powder, smoky.
Yeah.
You know, cayenne's like a little more. It's like paprika. Yeah. It's underappreciated. It's the redheaded stepchild of the spices.
I use it almost all in my cooking.
Yeah.
Cayenne, yeah, me too.
Cayenne paprika, I fucking use. It's not just for deviled eggs, people.
The thing is, like, there's
because deviled eggs are gross.
Yeah.
So there's a spiciness. There's like a spiciness to ginger, though. So I'm not sure where the spiciness ends in the cayenne.
He's talking about the ginger heat again.
Jeez, I'm trying to talk about the fucking beer, you dicks.
Let's call it something else. Let's call it hamburger.
Alright.
The spiciness of the hamburger. You got nothing now, do you? He's got to figure out a way.
I think they're talking about the ginger heat.
The hamburger heat's...
No, but I can't really tell where that kind of ends and the cayenne begins, you know?
Yeah, they blend perfectly together, from what I'm gathering so far.
Alright, want to get a taste on this?
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
We're definitely getting cayenne on the back of the tongue.
Yeah.
And then...
It comes through
it comes through... really coming through.
The cayenne really comes through, like, in the front as well.
Yeah.
But, like, you get the flavor.
Initial, and then you're like, oh, that's ginger.
And then it hits the ginger, and then once it hits the ginger, you get the ginger heat.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. There wasn't ginger heat. That was cayenne heat.
No, but you get the cayenne with the ginger. It gives you the ginger heat.
Okay.
Ginger cayenne. Ginger cayenne heat.
What do you guys think of this song?
I think this is atrocious.
This is terrible.
This is fucking brutal. This is round 4.
I like it for I like ginger beer.
Why didn't we get this in the first round? Why didn't we just get this out of the way?
It is like one of the most like offensive, but it's like it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Well, I feel like the ginger would be better served with a bigger beer.
You know what I've just realized is that my Moscow mules have been missing cayenne this entire fucking time.
Imagine how awesome that would be.
Or imagine us mixing this with the Moscow Mule.
Putting that in the Moscow Mule would be fucking phenomenal. But like honestly, just like some fresh cayenne in this whole situation would be ridiculous. Like that's one of those things you just like.
You want to add a little bit more
Moscow Mule. You're like you get the ginger heat. You get that already, but then if you add the cayenne in there, it's like kind of it's not even like they're not competing. They're complementing each other.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about this beer anymore.
No, I think I'm good too. It's very if you like
that really pale malt is not doing us any favors.
I'll just tell you one thing. We're gonna be tasting this later, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, serious fire hole potential here.
I'm not enjoying this. The nose is interesting. The finish is not really what I wanted.
So all right, we got Boneyard beer in Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon. Twilight fans, you know what we're talking about, Bend.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that takes place in Bend, Oregon.
I wish I had my soundboard right now.
Oh, no idea.
What is this? What would you do?
I would just play some really terrible.
Yeah, just get ready for that. Like a lot of Taylor Lautner fans right now are losing their shit. Like, they said Bend.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we have Twilight fans listening.
Probably do. They're everywhere, bro. We're everywhere. Did I say that?
That's just happened.
They're out of, Bend, Oregon. 10.2. Mike, do you want to read us the...
Sure. So it's given that when Sierra Nevada and you said for Boneyard, right?
Yeah.
Boneyard joined forces to make a beer, you're going to get some type of an IPA. Together, we're brewing an intense West Coast style double IPA, heavy with the classic hop character that defines both our beers. It features Mosaic, Simcoe, Centennial, and Citra hops in ridiculous amounts, sure to please the hopheads within us all.
420 canned on 426, and today is July 7th. So
But those hops have not lost a step. We're already at like 2.5 months. About.
You don't think they would have fallen off a little bit?
No. With the Centennial and everything else like in there, that
Clear.
No, it's slightly hazy.
Slightly, but
a little bit of like cold crashing probably.
Yeah.
It's the proteins just. Like you couldn't filter that out.
no.
Oh, that just happened.
I sucked some up my nose earlier. That happened.
Yeah, it looked like you had a runny nose.
I totally played it off like nothing happened.
I watched it the whole time. The videos don't have you just feel like this.
Should I look it?
Oh, I hope that's what ended up happening. Lots of Mosaic.
Lots of Mosaic, yeah. That almost like blueberry-ish earthiness.
Yeah, it's not falling off.
And
at
I'm not
all.
getting the cat pee from the Simcoe.
Nope, no cat pee.
It's a really sweet kind of.
So the Simcoe might have been like a really late or a really early addition in the boil.
I'd say the Centennial was probably used for bittering too.
Yeah, Centennial's just that.
But the Citra though, I'm not really.
Brad's made.
I'm getting more. It's more Mosaic.
Citra you're gonna taste because it plays really well with the malts. So the Citra you're really gonna get more on the
the palate.
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't come off to me like specifically like a West Coast type of beer, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like again, like if depending on the presentation of it, like you could probably if they didn't call it a West
Did you
Coast.
take a sip?
I did.
Son of a fucking bitch.
You ruined it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Just so we know we're getting drunk. We're not even like following the rules anymore.
Mike immediately. Was
Fine,
like,
I just opened that and I started drinking it from the bottle.
My mouth is getting dry from all this shit.
All right, cheers.
All right.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Yeah, there's the Citra and Mosaic
Yeah.
blended nicely.
Does this taste like a fucking 8+% beer?
Yeah, I mean, like with the hot bill.
It feels smaller and thinner.
Yeah, well, they're
Plenty is 8-something%.
Yeah.
You get that's very thin.
Yeah, but it has more body than this.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. This actually has a good amount of flavor, which is a nice bitterness on the back end.
Yeah.
But then again, like I find whenever I have like a good West Coast double IPA or West Coast IPA, I appreciate it more lately. But like, I would never
Prefer?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting this is a fucking dip up because
It tastes smaller.
it's almost I don't know if smaller is right. Like it's like a fancy little lad. You know what I mean? Like it's very dainty. You know, it's
So
not.
would that
It's
be
not.
smaller.
No, not necessarily. Like it's you could have a big effeminate dude, you know what I mean, who's just like fucking works all goddamn day. He's like 260, fucking ripped out to shreds, but he's fucking very dainty. This is dainty. It's like super refined. It'll call you back the next day. You know what I mean? It's not small. Like I think it's very like a big, bold, robust beer, but the flavors are again with the hot bill. We got Mosaic, Centennial, Simcoe, and Citra. Those are fucking big hitters, man. That's like an all-star game home run derby. And no one's beating up the other one. No one's overbearing the other. So you can really they all kind of show. So they're all kind of have the volume turned down. It's a little more refined.
Yeah, I'm getting. I feel like definitely Mosaic's coming through the most. Then Citra.
On the taste?
Then the bitterness of Centennial on the taste, yeah.
I'm getting the Simcoe.
And then Simcoe, not much.
I'm getting the Simcoe. I'm getting a lot of Simcoe.
I'm getting the Simcoe in the back. Almost.
Yeah, it's finishing up with like very clear. I think your order was spot on. I think the Simcoe's a little more pronounced though on the back end.
So we saved our beer camp glass for last. For the last one this time. We're gonna do a dry hop barley wine by Avery Brewing in Boulder, Colorado. I think everybody knows Avery and had some delicious stuff by those guys. Because Avery makes some great sours, some great stouts. And hey, Mike, why don't you go ahead and kick that off? It's a long one.
Yeah, it says we're brewing a dry hop barley wine style
Sexier.
Ale. Avery's founder, Adam Avery, was eager to brew this style and told us this story. Sierra Nevada Bigfoot barley wine inspired him to try his hand at the style, leading to the creation of Hog Heaven. That's a great beer, by the way.
And you would think so.
You don't like it?
I'm just saying by the name.
Oh,
you'd be all over it before you even tried it.
That's fair.
Avery Brewing
Classic. The idea behind this beer for beer camp across the world was actually not to collaborate at all, but rather to brew the exact recipe for Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot and the exact recipe for Avery's Hog Heaven and blend the two distinct finished beers together and then bottle condition a new version of these two classic beers.
I didn't know that.
The resulting brew is lovingly dubbed Big Hog or Hogfoot, depending on the brewer's preference. Wow. It's big. It's big, intense, and hot.
Big Hog. You guys want to buy anonymoushogs.com because we know who owns it.
Great fresh or the perfect candidate for aging down the line.
I was hoping we wouldn't bring up Anonymous Hogs, but
brought up
they
the
just
last
keep
one.
fucking...
They just keep leaving it. They just didn't kind of have to.
So Bigfoot barley wine, I've had so much of in my life.
Me too.
We have some in the fridge, I think.
I've even done the tradition of burying the bottle for 12 months.
Burying it?
Not 12 months, 6 months. You bury the bottle for 6 months.
Literally buried in the ground.
Literally buried in the ground.
Really?
I don't know where that came from. There was, what was his name? The original beer hunter, Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Told a story about burying barley wine, like kimchi, like traditional kimchi. Bury it and it's supposed to fucking age nicer. You put it like 3 feet down. And we did that when I was stationed in Washington. We buried a fucking bottle of, it was fucking Sierra Nevada Big
Gigantic.
I'm just burying my nonsense back there. I was burying my poops too. Like
Color. What do you got for color? On that note. Nice dark burnt orange, huh? Yeah, everyone don't look at Reed.
Nice
I'll be shitting in your backyard and burying it later, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's a nice like burnt orange. It's super clear.
Yeah, there's deep marigold copper.
Yeah, some nice little almost alcoholic legs on there, and that lacing.
Yeah, you can see the beating of the carbonation. Very, very tight, very compact.
Smells like a barley one.
It's a very sweet, like very caramelly almost.
I'm afraid to even smell this. 9.2?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's already 9.4?
9.4, sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just agree with you.
Oh, whoa. All right.
It's almost sugary in the sweetness. Reminds me of some sort of candy I probably had as a kid.
So one of my favorite things is happening in a barley wine. That doesn't happen very often, but Bigfoot was one of them. Is you get the triple sec fucking smell out of it.
That's what that is. I could never...
Yeah, like triple sec and like slow gin that you only get in a shittily made Long Island iced tea.
But I'm also like, I guess I was always thinking the triple sec was like a marmalade.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's like a really like, who does that? Why does anyone want that? Nobody asks for that specifically. But a barley wine has a way of delivering that when in a really great package and heavy, high gravity.
Yeah, it's like super like.
It's like caramelly but vaguely citrusy, and
Yeah, it's really interesting.
And it's a very sweet, malty kind of a character there.
It's crazy.
I was expecting to get almost like a stronger, like more astringent kind of a smell because the high alcohol and it being sort of like not a particularly beefy beer, you know, like a porter.
Yeah, I mean, like barley wines typically aren't, you know. Again, you look at the ABV, you look at the whole packaging of a barley wine, you're like, oh, it's gonna be fucking atrocious. But it's actually pretty refined as well. But this one's got some weird smells to it, like again that triple sec slow gin kind of thing.
Well, it's a blend,
I don't know
so.
what the hell that is.
Good tasting.
Yeah, it might be an offshoot of the blend.
Cheers. Not as boozy as I expected.
No,
I'm getting a lot of tangerine, a lot of that marmalade.
that's super drinky, like drinkable.
Yeah, for 9.4%.
Jesus Christ.
You're getting like that booziness, a little bit of bitterness at the end.
It's sort of astringent though, in a weird like.
You sure your mouth's not fucked up?
I'm not getting anything astringent, really. Like, that's super smooth, actually, for
I'm getting like this like
a good-sized
bitterness
barley wine.
lingering at the back end with like there's like lingering bitterness that maybe you're mistaking for astringent. Maybe it's
Or
astringent.
I am identifying as astringent.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm getting like, like you have some really deep greens and like a salad, like mesclun or mustard greens, or something like that. Like that really green bitterness.
Like
almost.
arugula, like
Arugula,
Yeah.
Arugula's got a little tiny bit of pepper in there
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like that
Yeah.
just kind of saves you from that really heavy, bitter. It's like eating fucking oak leaves right now. Like it's greens there.
I sometimes think like Bigfoot is a little too over the top for me. Like I like barley wines, but like this is like a nice blend of. I know it's a blend of two beers, but like
It's interesting that you guys do that with the really big beers. To just kind of throw a couple together.
so we've made it to the end, people.
Fucking Christ.
It's 10 o'clock, so it's been about
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, yeah.
Oof.
I had one slice of pizza, so if I said anything stupid or obnoxious, it's not my fault.
Out of this batch, what would be your favorite of this batch?
Out of this batch,
Yeah.
the Dippa.
The Dipper by far.
Ditto.
Yeah, the
Dippa,
Dippa was-
this, ginger.
Dippa, the barley wine, and then the ginger. Although I really love, I have a soft spot for ginger. It still falls last behind that Dippa and the barley wine. The barley wine's nice, and again, like you've got the Bigfoot, but it's like, hey, I'm not an asshole. Come check me out.
I'm not an asshole. Come check me out. Now, thinking back, of everything out of these 12, what would we pick?
I've planned for this.
We planned for it.
Yeah, I've committed a certain amount of RAM to this specific question for the newest happening.
Yep.
Specific question. I knew you were gonna ask me this,
Yeah.
and I was ready for this.
So what's your
specific
answer?
Question. The Dunkelweiss, hands down.
I think I'm going to go with you on that one.
I think the Dunkelweiss one's it.
I don't know. I have to look.
I don't have to look. I drank
I'm
it.
gonna-
My favorite was a Dunkel.
Sucked it in. I absorbed it in my skin. I rubbed some on my nips when I
I
was
think
looking.
Dunkel's my favorite.
It was phenomenal. That was the one that they really. Who was that? Was that the McKellar?
Eyinger.
Eyinger. What? That was not the Dunkelweiss.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Eyinger was the Dunkelweiss?
Yep.
Jesus.
They're the only German brewery we covered.
Uncle.
Yeah, the Dunkel, I think by a lot, was better than anything else we've had tonight. That dip was really good. The East Meets West was like growing on me.
Yeah.
Like after I drank it, I've been reflecting on it every now and then because I'm like, I expected more of that. It's growing on me.
Anyone think we should do a 1 through 12? Nah.
No.
1 through 12 would be tough.
We'd be here all night.
Yeah, I can tell you the ones that
It'd be a bloody battle.
the ones that stood out for me. Like the Dunkel, I think.
What are your top 12, Mike?
Jesus.
The iced tea was fucking phenomenal as well.
What would you think your least favorite would be?
My least favorite was probably the ginger.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd say the white IPA.
Oh no, not even close for me.
I feel like the ginger's down there now that I think about it, though.
White
I
IPA.
just love ginger so much.
Yeah, white IPA is probably the least.
I think it might be a toss between the white and the ginger.
I mean, I'm not big on the barley one. I know you guys were. I tried not to say too much. What you guys?
I noticed you were just kind of sitting there, like, kind of silent.
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed. The camp.
And you love Bigfoot, which is weird.
I loved Bigfoot years ago. The last couple of years has been kind of weird to me.
Oh.
I liked the Treehouse collab. I liked the
That Berliner style of ice was really good.
the Berliner was very, very good. I liked.
Shout out to Houston. What up, Houston? H-Town.
The dry hop Belgian Golden was really good.
Dry hop Belgian.
Everything was good. Nothing was terrible,
There was
right?
nothing.
Well, unless Mike.
There was nothing not good. Like, terrible's the farce.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, my least favorite I think was the ginger myself, honestly.
And then the
Yeah,
barley.
actually, I think the ginger and the fucking
The white.
the white are
Yuzu.
my two bottoms.
No, that would be my two bottoms too. But I think I would put the white last.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a preference either way. Like, I feel like the white, if they had another shot, they probably would have done better. Yeah, fuck. There wasn't really a bad beer out of the batch. That's a really good 12-pack. Holy
I
shit.
think
That's a bummer that's not going to be, like, a regular thing.
Yep. Well, every year you're gonna get those. I don't know if they're gonna.
It's going to be some different nonsense every time. You never know what the hell you're going to get.
But that's kind of cool.
I do wish that they did like a. It was not 12 beers. I wish it was 6 again. Then we can get 2 of each, and that way, if we found like the stuff like the vintage ale, the barley wine, we could take one and
feel like
taste it.
Six, there were more than 6 really good beers. To me, were the Atlantic style
The
vintage
Atlantic
ale.
was really good. That was the one I was actually kind of more scared of than the barley wine.
Yeah.
Because I was like, all right, it's the lower ABV. I really got to watch out for that motherfucker. But the barley wine was like,
I
nice.
really liked the Belgian style golden.
Which is funny because I also had recently had a golden at 14th Star Recruit, which like was very underwhelming. That golden specifically was it saved the style for me. Like after I had that 14th Star, it wasn't a bad beer, but I was like,
It's very generically kind of golden.
yeah, I wouldn't go back to goldens after that. I wouldn't if I saw like out of a brew pub that had like 19 different style beer or even 5 and golden was one of them. I wouldn't order the golden. I have a night of drinking.
I really like that Berliner style of ice. The Dunkel was my top one.
Dunkel.
I liked East meets West Coast. The Raspberry Sundae was pretty good. When it warmed, it almost got a weird sort of like fake raspberry kind of a taste. I thought. The Thai iced tea.
That was one of my favorites. That might be number 2. That might be my number 2. It's not even just the novelty of it.
It was definitely the most interesting, though. I mean,
It's not even the novelty of it for me. Like, that was a beer that I was like, this is something I drink regularly. I don't know what style to go to.
It was also the beer that I had lowest, like, hype-wise. I was not expecting a lot from, so I think maybe that's why
I thought it would be the worst out of it, other than the Raspberry Sundae. Which those two, like, I thought those would be bottom of the barrel, and neither one of those are in my bottom 3, I don't think.
No.
Which is really creepy.
The few I said, those were kind of was my standouts. I'd say the East meets West.
I think the ginger's bottom 3 for me.
The ginger is the bottom.
Oh yeah, for sure. The ginger, the white, and I don't even know what my last bottom one would be because it's hard.
Yeah, how do you put these all in order?
Maybe the West Coast IPA.
The West Coast IPA?
No, just
or
the West
West Coast Dipper?
Just the West Coast IPA.
Which one was that?
Oh no, wait, was there a West Coast? Oh no, sorry, I thought it was regular West Coast that I was thinking of.
There's
Something
the
else.
East West that we did earlier. Then we just did
East-West.
the West Coast the West Coast
Yeah,
Dipper.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick.
I thought that West Coast Dipper was definitely not bottom.
No, that wasn't bottom. I was thinking of something else. Maybe I was thinking the treehouse I did like. I don't know. What would I put at the bottom third? The bottom 3 would.
I don't know how to pick the third bottom one.
Probably not the vintage.
See, you're doing the same thing. I just watched Mike spill through. I'm
It's so
"That's
hard.
not bottom
It's whatever.
This is a great fucking 12-pack.
Yeah.
There's not many. Like I always talk about this here about 12-packs. Like they're falls, like they're just regular straight.
We talked about that on your birthday.
Yeah, they're 12-packs. Like the fall Sierra Nevada 12-packs is one thing I always look for. You got the Ruthless IPA in there. They do their torpedo and stuff like that, and they do some other stuff that they're just like, hey, we're screwing around with like an autumn Autumn Red,
Yeah.
which are always just really solid. So it's cool to see them do this 12-pack format, 12-pack variety format, 12 different beers, though, not just 12-pack, 2 of each, 6 different beers, with the collab. I didn't get the chance to try anything from last year's, but something that's definitely on my radar for next year.
Yeah.
Sure.
So please let us know in the comments what you think of these 3 beers, and then go back and watch the other 3 versions of this. Or if you just want to use this as a comment haven, just comment on all 3 videos here too. Just comment. That's all we want. We want to interact.
Talk some shit about the fact that I don't have a beard between these 2 bearded stallions.
Talk about some ginger heat. That's always a good topic. Reed's gonna love it.
All over it.
Yeah. So nerdsense.net from there. All the other social media places. And I'm Sean.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Reed.
And this
Is a lot of Nerdsense drinks.
Fair enough.
Nerdsense drinks. Fucking pause it there. For the big fat girl. Oh, this is